World Eater. Probably the reason I even got into Bolt Thrower is just, okay, I love Bolt Thrower because they are a very groovy metal band. They are metal grooves in a way that is kind of like something that is associated with 90s metal. Their first album came out like in 87, and then they had albums. They still have albums. I think the most recent was 2008. And they had this one is their original. This is not the original artwork, but I was really impressed by how pretty the artwork is. This is the first time I had seen it in high def. I had seen it in lower resolution. I didn't think it was very good, and then I see it now, and I was blown away. I didn't realize just how good this artwork was the first time I saw it. This artwork was redone because the original album from Bolt Thrower, let me look at some of the other album art. This one, they weren't licensed to use it anymore. All right, ad. You get an ad within an ad. Inception. Oh my God, there's more. I'll mute it. So you can see it here. It's a preview. You can see that kind of distinct Prussian blue, and then this beautiful orange. This is the original album art. Love this album. And love this army. I have a Crimson Fist army myself. And let me tell you, they do kick a lot of ass, but the rules don't always add up to it. I don't get it. It's like Games Workshop's lying to you. So this artwork's from the same artist, but they were no longer allowed to use this iconography. This was owned by Games Workshop. So when this album first came out, Games Workshop and this band, the band like was in the building next door or some bullshit like that. And I don't know, they all had this area, I guess, I don't know. I mean, this Bolt Thrower is definitely associated with Warhammer 40k. They have Realms of Chaos, Slaves of Darkness, which is, I think, a rulebook from the original Rogue Trader. And then they'll have other albums that are like, I mean, they have other songs called World Eater, Plague Bearer, Eye of Terror. This is through the fucking, yeah, look at this. Love Bolt Thrower. So groovy too. You can dance to it because it's an easy, you can find the pulse pretty easily. It's kind of punkish, but the main thing is those riffs groove. And then they have this wonderful Phrygian solo. They use a lot of flat seconds, flat sixths in their melodic constructions. And of course their vocalists and their drummers, they use, this is not their longest drummer. There's another drummer that's more associated with Bolt Thrower. This drummer is dynamite though, love it. So punchy, so much fist in your face punch. This is one of the only albums they use that beat. This one, this beat. Some people call it a gravity blast. They almost use it, and this is the only album they use it. It's one of their first albums, not their first collection of singles, but this was their first album, I think. Just like a dog barking, how heavy that is, and that's all like mid-range punch, not a very bottom heavy punch. That's bottom heavy. From what I understand, the bass guitar is playing through a guitar cab, a big like 4 10-inch Marshall speakers, something like that. An unusually punchy bass and badass drumming, just badass drumming. I don't know if you know what the Eye of Terror is in this universe. It's where the other side breaks through our reality, and you can see it. Like you look at it up in the sky and you see Mars on a clear day, and you see the moon, and when shit's really bad, you can see the Eye of Terror looking down on you and all the galaxy, really. And it's an unfortunate sequence of events that led to that one. But that's all Warhammer 40k stuff. We have our own Space Marine equivalents here in the NFL universe. And we're going to start week 1, 2015. I got to simulate, I think, the preseason. Got to get through that. But I want to have a much better season in 2015 than in 2014. What am I doing? So in 2014, we had a good season. I mean, we went 10-6. We made the playoffs. We lost to the 8-8 Rams. Big drag on that one. But overall, it resuscitated an otherwise dead franchise. And then this franchise got a lot of talent shot into its arm in 2 consecutive drafts. Because if you let the computer hand you freebies in the draft, the computer will give you just anything. And then you'll get like elite talent for nothing. I mean, seriously, money for nothing in your draft picks for free. I mean, it sounds like a joke, but I mean, you can go watch one of those videos I've done where I take advantage of that. So the Falcons are bad, and it's not very fun to play on a bad team. So I went ahead and took advantage of those draft trades that are so bad. During the rest of the year, the draft trades aren't that bad, but when you get to the draft day, when it's the actual day of the draft, the computer does the most ridiculous choices. Okay, so what am I doing? What I want to actually do is I want to go use like Madden amp or the equivalent thereof. Okay, not that. So what I want to do is I want to run, you see, when you run the mini camp, the computer does not run a mini camp. So it's a little more interesting if you run the mini camp for everyone. And that is what I'm doing here. And I'm not going to actually play the mini camp this time. And I don't think I ever have, because there's some sort of, after all my franchise switching and all that stuff, I don't know. I have trouble when I play the mini camps, and it might have even been a texture I was trying to play with. I don't know. So I'm going to simulate CPU, and this tool will simulate mini camps for CPU players with less than 3 years of experience. Do you want to skip the human control teams? I do not. Do you want to skip the human control teams? No. Okay, I think it's done. You can see the calculations over there. Finished. Done. All right, let's hope I have backups in case that broke, I suppose. So the proof is exiting and then reloading. So nothing will change, basically, when I load this. As dramatic as I was, I would have to go through player management and then look at progression. And let's look at a young player. Saf's not quite the one. Raspy? Okay. Okay, that's I forget. With the rookies, they don't, on their progression charts, it doesn't start until they get game 1 of the regular season, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they do that. Probably just, it's not really an intentional feature is what I suspect. I think it's just like something that they're like, oh, whatever, overlooked. Alright, so I just ran that thing, I did nothing, and this guy, what has happened? Oh my god, this guy is like DeMarcus Ware-esque. Give me a second. I don't know if this guy should play a defensive end anymore. Maybe he should be a linebacker. 300 pounds! I wish that mattered. Apparently in Madden, at least in 2008, the weight doesn't actually matter. In fact, your attribute for strength is what really matters. In terms of like, can your guy be put on roller skates, aka be pushed backwards, or can your guy stand his ground? Strength's probably more important. So weight and height kind of does matter because it can affect the trajectory of throws from the quarterback, and it can affect deflected passes for defensive linemen getting their hands up. So 6'6", it's a good attribute. Being tall matters. Ironically, being too tall is a bad thing in football, but he doesn't have that issue. He's actually huge. I mean, God, this guy should be a 3 tech. I mean, no, a 5 tech. That is, I mean, exactly the position he plays on my team. Ironically, not ironic at all. He is supposed to set the edge against the run and supplement that with the pass rush. Now, then you get guys like the dude that was in Houston, but then he left for the Cardinals. I'm blanking on J.J. Watt. Monstrous 5 tech. He totally, I mean, Wade Phillips has nothing to prove in terms of validating his defensive schemes, but he always defended his 5 techs. And I'm sick of this song. Back menu settings. You know, this song has a funny, like, once it actually gets into the thing, I dig it. But I'm like, whatever. It's my own voice that's like flipping out at me, and that's tripping me out, I would say. But there's a beat right here. I was so mad at a taxi driver in New Orleans when I wrote this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna skip all of this. And I gotta pick some teams, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna play the preseason. I am gonna monitor who wins their player position battles. Oh, I got some money. That's funny. When I was the Cowboys, I would get like 6-7 million from these kind of contracts. I still have no idea where that money goes or how I spend it. I kind of just throw money at coaches, and I've never been penalized for it. And this year, I actually did upgrade my training staff that does like all my physical fitness and injury prevention and recovery. And I upgraded, well, I'm not sure. I got a new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, though, and I paid to steal guys from other teams. And I hope that worked. Okay, so let's look at team management and who are my team captains? No, what is going on? I don't know anything about team captains. One year, I got like major morale benefits because it told me I picked the right player to be the team captain. And even the equipment manager sent me an email saying what a good choice I made and how everyone was so happy. And I had no idea who the team captains are, and I never have. So I think you can manipulate some things on the game by using your team captain, and they can work to your advantage, but I don't know much about it. And I could probably read one of the FAQs that one can Google to learn about it, but I haven't done that, and I'm not going to right now. What did I come here to do? Position battles. What do I care? None of these guys are competing for number 1, right? I don't know which wide receiver position this is, and that's what bothers me. It's not number 1, right? All right, tight end battle. I'm all about it. Whatever happens here, I'm probably still going to tweak. Whoever's my rookie, I got to make sure that my special players, the guy I just drafted in the first round, I want him to start at left end. Okay, glad to see there's some competition there. All right, this is probably the second or third cornerback position. I wish it said third cornerback. I've had it before where this chart has first cornerback, second cornerback, third cornerback, and it has like 9 names spread throughout it. And also the same for wide receiver, where it charts out first and third wide receiver. But it seems like this is the third wide receiver they're competing on, and this is I think the third cornerback position they're competing on. This is the starting defensive tackle position, and I want to make sure my first round pick starts. Because you play your first round picks and they get experience really quickly. The experience boosts their stats really quickly. And if you don't, I mean, they wallow or go follow or something like that. Fallow. They go fallow or they wallow. If you start them, they get better really fast. All right, so what we're gonna do is simulate a game, simulate 2 games, simulate a week. What am I doing? Simulate. Okay, and then let's go look at how position battles are shorting out. Anything important? So the only problem is that Figures is older. He probably is pretty dynamite, but there's less like development upside with him. I don't care who wins this, but I expect Ballard to, and whoever is second place has a very good chance of becoming my starting fullback. Well, I assume that this implies Haynes is going to win. I don't know. I don't understand why that wouldn't be reversed. Martin Green is not going to start. I mean, I don't care what this thing says. Martin Green is. I got to figure out who my first round pick is, and they're going to start. All right, let's get. All right, let's just go through preseason. All right. Well, at least he's probable. He'll be back soon. You don't want these guys to miss any time if you can, just because your rookies get better faster. You know what? Guys that are injured, they also get better pretty quick. And so what we'll do is we'll go to the regular season. Not very much changes in the regular season, in the preseason. It's not really worth it to even inspect your player progression at that point. All right, depth chart. Do you have a depth chart? How is his catching? All right, his catching is 72, and the other guy could be 80. Oh, wait, Ballard is starting. Hewitt? What? This guy. Freddie Clinton is a bigger threat to challenge this guy. Much better catching, better acceleration, adequate agility, better awareness than my fullback. I had the fullback for a while. Same strength almost. The fullback has a lot more speed for what it's worth. Well, where is the run blocking? 53, 64. Well, that's a pretty steep difference, the 64 versus 53. Let's see. We're going to roll with Paul Williams first. Sure. All right, somehow Jerome Jones is listed twice. Can you just do this position, please? All right. Oh, that was because of the bizarre outcomes of training camp, huh? I get it. All right, what am I doing with this guy? Can I trade him? I'm going to trade him as soon as I can. All right. Ooh, Ballard's my backup tight end. Ah, that makes that more interesting. I'll go ahead and start Ballard here. Ballard's pretty good. There's always this weird thing where they assign starters if they have a bunch of players that are kind of similar and they're not really that similar, but there's not too big of a difference between the two. They'll put them in a competition to see who should be the starter in training camp. And the outcome is determined by preseason statistics. But, I mean, that means like third stringer guys are matching up against third stringer guys. But your third stringer is like competing with a starter. So if your starter's kind of good, That means your third stringer is pretty good, but he's getting to make all these plays against other guys that are third stringers that are not so good. So it's a pretty contrived and silly way to determine starters. All right, so this guy's a rookie. He is starting. That was what? What the? No, Williams. This guy's a rookie who is starting. Look at that acceleration. I'm sorry, my jaw just dropped, and then it popped, and then it locked. It did a dance. All right. His accelerate. Oh my gosh. I think this is the year my defense turns a corner. I wish I had a defensive tackle that could match it. This guy, I'm just hoping he doesn't get pushed backwards. He has enough strength. Don't get pushed backwards. But I don't feel like he's going to make a play from the defensive tackle position. This better be Sapp. Yeah, he's really good. Love this guy. His acceleration just keeps getting better. Oh my gosh. This guy's gonna terrorize the NFL this year. And Kyan Phillips has emerged from underachiever status to full-on NFL icon at age 29. University of Memphis, Kyan Phillips. I have suddenly appeared through magic spells quality core of middle linebackers. This is definitely something you can work with. Boom! Look at that. He's only 22 and he already has 1 year in the league. Tackle 87, speed 82, acceleration 92. I'm going to be blowing fools away, man. This guy's my rookie, draft pick. It's not optimal that he came in with the 77. Yeah, but the speed and acceleration is there. His overall and his awareness are the same value. That's kind of something they do with linebackers. Their awareness is pretty important. I'm sure this guy's going to be good. If his acceleration grows like my other players have, he could be like DeMarcus Ware in his peak. That would be monstrous. So acceleration, it does matter. I mean, acceleration is most obviously how quickly you get to your full speed. Right? Okay, what was I saying? Acceleration is how quickly you get to your full speed, but it's kind of a proxy for another element to awareness, in that it's a proxy for how Madden evaluates your player's decisiveness. As you develop as a player, you become more decisive and more explosive into your decisions, and they add your acceleration in order to emulate that. And that kind of also goes with agility, with awareness boosts. I think there's some agility boosts that go with it too. Speed is one of the only stats that doesn't develop and get better. I feel like I'm going to be in a good spot at... no, this guy needs to get on the field more as a first-round pick. You think this guy's going to be very angry if I swap him? I need my first-round picks to play because they get better faster. They get better really quick, to be honest. So this guy could be himself an 84 by the end of the season, or even by like 2 months into the season. Campbell's a good player too. Oh, this guy has a speed of 88. How high did I draft him? Bah, why must you curse me? Maybe a speed of 88, I can make it work. Is this cornerback? Am I tripping? Maybe the speed of 88 can work. You know, my fourth cornerback gets on the field. I thought this was a wide receiver for some reason. Because I'm tripping. I'm not tripping. But it seems appropriate. So I'm going to go ahead and put Urban back. And Gamble back. Because cornerbacks are pretty important to me. And I don't want to gamble. I thought that's a gamble this whole time. My brain just did not see the fact that there's no in there. I refuse to acknowledge this. My brain told me that. And part of that refusal was my unawareness. All right. I do think this is a year my defense can take something up a notch. That guy is a monster punter with no morale. He hates me. That's funny. It's funny how much that guy hates me. Alright, so I'm going to put figures. Does anyone have a boost to... This guy has an overall 12? Okay, never mind. Alright, yeah, figures back at the top. I like to not use my starters on important special teams roles so that my starters aren't tired at important points. And then here on defense, I need to go to the punt block or the kick block. And we need to find our fastest defensive back, who happens to be Chuck Norris once again. I got to change that guy. Mark Norris, done. I can't change his name. Can I at least put Mark quotes Chuck Norris? Unfathomable. Inconceivable. Alright, let's go ahead and save. And let's see if, well, okay, here's the goal. In the year 2015, the lowly Atlanta Falcons have finally struck back at the imperialist bullies that have always held them down and suppressed their legitimate right to claim the title of best team in the NFL. And now we're about to punch the rest of these little jerks down. There's always more jerks, and we're going to punch a lot. Oh, yeah. Punching these tigers right in the teeth. Are you tigers with blue stripes? What's your deal, man? Do you need a dentist? Maybe you need someone to brush your teeth? That's why those fangs are drawn. All right, so the Falcons. Last year we made the wild card. The Panthers won the division. There were 3 teams from my division that made the playoffs, and the Saints were like barely out of it. I did lose in the wild card. I want to at least go to the NFC title game. I want to win it all. I mean, the defense, I think, finally has a lot of talent. Let's look at it. This is the first time I've seen it. The 2015 matchup, let's see how much talent they say I have on defense now. Well, I don't think it's changed. I mean, maybe it changed. Oh, maybe it was 85 last year. Now it's 87. What's good is that it's a lot of rookies. And it's a lot of second-year players. So that 87 now has enough players at each position that if it was just those players, that I could probably get it into the mid-90s on its own. Offense is obviously still needing to grow. All right, let's take also a look at who my starting center is. The center is a key position. They're all key. Yeah, everyone knows. They knew me. They knew what I wanted. I don't know if this is the guy I started last year, but he has the strength that I want. So I'm like happy. And this guy was a former first-round pick, but he doesn't have that strength. You see, the center is often matched up one-on-one with very powerful defensive tackles right over their head, and they need to have the strength to push them backwards. In Madden, there's 2008 in Madden, there's no double blocks, so the center and guard can't work together. So it's important for your center to be perfectly capable of soloing a monstrous player like that. Monstrous defensive tackle. I'm the home team, huh? Let's see. Is that the one that has a really pretty champagne dark helmet? Oh, I do like that one, even though I keep thinking of the Buccaneers. They don't have any alternatives? That's hilarious. Oh, well. The Carolina Panthers have never worn an alternate white jersey by the year 2008. They weren't even 20 years old when this game came out. It's Tony the Tiger up there, man. I think I mentioned this. Wait. Why the fuck was there a tiger up there? We aren't the Bengals. And that really was Tony the Tiger. What is going on? Oh, it's the... I probably have some mishmash of mods going on that results in some weird iconography. Because I went ahead and loaded all the random away stands instead of loading one in particular. Alright. I have to stop talking so much. I need to plan. Okay, the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to return this kick. I'm not going to fumble it. And everything's going to be hunky-dory. And then we're going to get to the play selection. I have to pick a play quickly because on your first play of every drive, they only give you 25 seconds. So I think what I want to do is like an off-tackle run to the left with 4 wide receivers. I'm saying this out loud in advance because it makes it easier for me to decide what to do next when I get there. I often have a problem. I have been called for delay of game many times.
Kickoff return 21 yards.
On the first play of drives.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Well, right. Let's turn it up, D. All right, here we go.
Thomas.
Well, they blew that up. It kind of seemed like they would. I mean, but the thing is, the first play, I get the delay of game so often that I feel like it's better just to hike the ball sometimes. And then now I'm back to my more comfortable 35 seconds per play. So figures, I think, should get really open right in the middle. He didn't. Nobody did. 6 did. Well, I was trying to lob it over that linebacker. Alright, it's looking like a punt. I want to play very good ball security.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Come on.
That guy with the lock on the left-hand side.
Let's go now.
If you have the lock, if you had any speed, you would have a star. Because the only thing that separates a lock from a star player is speed. Alright, let's see if they can beat that safety. Yeah! Yeah! In your face, Panthers! Look at my visor. I'm so dope. Everybody wears a visor in the Falcons team because we listen to synthwave. I'm from the 23rd century. This is 23rd century football. You cannot compete. 80-yard touchdown pass on the first try. You cannot compete. I have come from the future to tell you, you really suck.
Atlanta is lined up for the kickoff. Summers back to return.
You notice that was Misha on the kick coverage. I shouldn't have my very important... I shouldn't have very important players in kick coverage like that. Chuck Cornell is a starting linebacker. Wow, I see the conundrum. There's a lack of speed over here. I mean, both these top 3 guys start, and so does Chuck Cornell. So I'm like, I don't want to play him, but okay, he starts. Matt McQuaid does not start. He's actually a quality. His speed is dropped. All right. Well, he's here right now. He exists. Chuck Norris. Would rather have you there. Very fast, dude. Okay, there's Eugene. Yaman, fine. Walt Irvin. No. Who's this guy? Jared Smith, rookie, UCLA. Well, he's like my 3rd cornerback. So, that's okay. I just didn't want my starting safety, my free safety Price. He's very important to my team. I don't want him getting tired. I want him making plays and being active.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Meja right there. Meja? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Price. Price is right.
Williams, the ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
I wonder how much they paid that dude to say the price is right, bitch. For that Adam Sandler movie. Maybe it was free. He's like, I've been wanting to put this down on film for years. The price is right.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Go make a play. Good shoot.
Oh, come on. There's nobody over there.
Summers.
Oh, I had that
Reception. The result
defensive
of the play
end.
is a first down.
Okay, this is the same personnel matchup, 94 and 58. I had set that manually last year, but it still carried over into this season. But it's what I want. I think. Maybe I want to get my rookie right linebacker, but Brady is pretty dynamic. Oh my gosh, guys. Alright, so good awareness. My guys would have turned around on their own and made that tackle, but I had to take control of it. So what would happen in the football game is the other defenders go, run! It's a run! And so the cornerback's supposed to turn around and look. I blew that. Thank you for that tackle. Redmond is a big threat. He used to have great speed. In fact, it's time for me to study their depth chart. Phillip Rivers. All right, he's tough. I remember when he came here, right after Jake Delhomme retired, and the Panthers got even better. Is Steve Smith still kicking ass? This guy's hurt. Okay, looks like Smith is not even here anymore. Zach Miller is? What? That's trippy to me. All right, their team speed is bad, except for Redmond. I need to make sure everything's on Redmond. Everyone else, hopefully my zone coverages will be able to converge on plays. Zach Miller has actually burned me for a long touchdown. I'm like 100% sure of that. But overall, I don't consider him a big threat. They have good tackles. Okay, at least one good tackle. All right, their offensive line is very adequate. Julius Peppers is actually, in real life, far better than an overall 81 at age 35. I am pretty sure he's pretty dynamite, even at that age. All right, but he's far more vulnerable than he used to be. It's crazy that he's still listed as a speed guy at age 35. And he does have a lot of speed for that position. Well, no, not 74, but he has the pretty good, I mean, still a good acceleration and agility. Great tackling. You can't be both places, man. Alright, this guy, he's hurt. That guy exists. That guy. I remember him. I can't remember if he actually played middle linebacker or safety. Also, what is going on? Jackie Beeson. Alright, so they got a lot of good linebackers. Wait, I thought... Oh, that's Gamble. That's the actual person called Gamble. Lito Shepard's very vulnerable. When I said the lock, if you have the lock, if you had speed, you'd have a star. And that's very true. His speed is 77. And they still evaluate him as very good. If he had a speed of like 91, he'd probably have a star. But even their starting cornerback is slow at 83. Their third cornerback. The third cornerback's the only one where I'm like, wow, that guy has the speed to hang. And he has great speed. That's terrific speed. But everyone ahead of him is just a bum. I mean, you can't. Lito Shepard is just vulnerable. All right, so I got to go prove it. I just talked a lot of smack. Let's go put it down. All right, this is the game. This is the defense, though. I usually start with the jam middle on a goal line. I count on them trying to probe the middle initially. If you go outside, that can suck for me. If they like toss it, attack the outside. Oh my gosh. Or if nobody covers him at all. There were like 2 guys right there that he could throw to. Man, life is a mystery. Each of us must stand alone.
The extra point attempt is good.
Alright, so I almost always do either return left or return right. One or the other. And I hope to get lucky that they're going to kick it to the side I'm returning. Alright, I'm just going to wave it off.
Fair catch made on the kickoff.
That was not my guy I wanted for kick returns. What's going on? Kick return. Yeah, I want figures there. He's older. He's not going to develop anymore, you know, but what I like it when I have a big kick return and I get like 30 yards, right? And then I go to my first down and my starting wide receiver is exhausted. It's a real problem. Figures is actually good enough to be competing for like my 4th wide receiver spot. Totally, especially with that speed. 4th wide receiver at 4th wide receiver with elite speed totally torments linebackers just over and over again because the computer often will end up lining up like a safety that's not optimally fast on that guy. All right, so better kick returner. It's not that he's better, but he's better situationally for me. So what I observed was that their second cornerback was hilariously bad. Let's go ahead and start with a run. He's not bad. They got to run a cover 3. He has to stay shallow, and someone else has to be responsible for the deep coverage on whoever's lined up there.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense. Number 15, still first down.
Why must you punish me?
First and 15. Ball on the 15-yard line.
I'm an educator.
Let's go. There we go, D.
Set, shoot, 35.
Well, normally when I do that play, I run in a gap. Yeah, I lost a yard. I run in a gap that's between. Well, the gap wasn't there this time. I should have gone instead behind the tight end, but maybe I would have lost even more yards going backwards. All right.
Defense, get ready. Yeah.
Texas 35.
Take it up, baby. Everything you got. Come on.
Looks like a zone over there, huh?
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. No, it's open.
Thomas makes the catch. The play results in a first down.
Should have cut it backwards with a spin. I guess I'm sitting here thinking, like, I just took him out of bounds, avoid the hit, he's right there. But I think as soon as he caught the ball, I could have hit the opposite direction and the spin button, and he would have scooted away from the risk.
First and 10.
And then maybe I had a clear pass to the end zone. I guess I got to teach myself to be aggressive in that way. All right, so Lewis should cut it towards the middle of the field and be pretty open. And by should, I mean he should do that. Can't assume that will work. Give myself some alternatives in case this doesn't work. It worked. No, it didn't. It did work. And then he dropped it. All right, Lewis doesn't have reliable hands, is what it amounts to.
Second and 10.
I've had that happen before with him.
36-yard line.
Same shit, just a different day. All right, this is not good. This is not the pass I wanted to use. This one is. Look how they're in press man coverage on number 4. It's really number 1 that has a huge advantage. Yeah, that advantage. Just in a long enough football field, he's just going to outrun that cornerback. Straight up. The cornerback's too slow. And I am going to exploit that until I win this fucking game because I had enough challenges. It's hard if you don't. Like, you got to take advantage of obvious weaknesses because the game doesn't do you a lot of favors. Is that the right Thomas 26? I need to make sure he's a running back. What are they doing? Man, my guys are not blocking enough. I mean, there's just no push. Like, no one got moved backwards. There was no gaps opened up. So, we're going to keep trying it, but it didn't work that time. Maybe you didn't notice, but... They have 2 star linebackers. It's kind of threatening. I mean, they have good linebackers.
Thomas on the carry. 5-yard gain on the
In general, I hate shotgun. Single back, a.k.a. the quarterback under the center, is, I think, a better position to start from. Maybe every so often starting further back helps you, but in general, I think that
at the end of the first quarter, the score is tied.
I have bad experiences with the center high snapping the ball and my quarterback having to jump up like he's a rebounder in the NBA. And it just slows your ability to execute the play you want. All right. Oh my gosh. So obvious.
On the interception.
I get it, fans. I get it, man. No one's booing me more than me right now. I would love it if you guys would try to cheer me up. Maybe my fans could say, like, it's okay, it's okay. Rah, rah, rah. Don't be sad. You can still win this game. All right, my fans are already cheering for me. I'm starting to feel better. But I shouldn't be so flippant. I did think I had a touchdown there. I thought I did have to beat that route, and the guy did prove faster than I anticipated. And that's disappointing. My defense has stepped up. This is a different defense than what I had in the past. It is. I can see that they're winning blocks and one-on-one assignments at different spots across the field. Rasby just chased that guy down. My previous right linebacker didn't have that kind of speed. Now I got to get a better defensive tackle. Walton has been adequate, I guess. But you see all the speed at linebacker is really adding up to, I don't know, just like deflected passes and stuff like that. And I have good enough cornerbacks to actually react on the ball. My defense, I feel like it's a lot better than last year already. All right, now you know, I'm only at the 41, so I lost. What did I lose? I lost 60 yards because of that turnover. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Jeez. All right, so they're going to do a blitz from the left side. I got to be prepared for that. They're not. Oh, my God. Dude, my guy is slow. That was a sack. That should have been not a sack, in my opinion. All right, so they're still vulnerable for the same reasons. This will confuse them. Doing this with Thomas, let's do that. But still, it's all about London. That guy did not bite on it. What I mean is that safety did not bite on it. That safety was like, I don't believe that. You gotta prove it. And I couldn't prove it. I can't see the number of who's on numbers on figures.
Don't stop that motor. Here we go, baby. Back it up, baby.
47 is like a safety number.
Under 10. Let's go, baby. It's our turn.
Texas 72.
No more, fellas.
Texas 28.
Me, Nick.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense. Number 15. Still third down.
That was all on me. My fault, my bad.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Come on. Let us dictate.
Sam Cowboy 72.
Turn it up now. Stay with those receivers.
Really? Man coverage, huh?
Good shoot. Right outside.
Alright. Oh man, that's one of my better players. You celebrating that he's hurt? Are you glorifying violence? So I point it slightly up, so if the ball hits the ground, it should get a bounce that's more favorable to me.
Fair catch made at the 15-yard line.
Let's get a safety.
They'll take over.
No one will see this rush 9 coming. Actually,
Watch the snap down. Hold the look. Deuce.
get over there, cornerback. I hate it when my cornerbacks are way off like that.
The pass falls incomplete. Redmond, the intended receiver, on the play.
I'm almost always using the same guy, but what did it say? I'm sorry, I missed the injury report. He will return. And he might return? I don't know. He's more injured than the other guy. I didn't realize he was injured. First fucking game? Dude, it's not even the... Ah! Alright, that happens with rookies.
Watch your eyes. It's on.
Incomplete pass. Summers, the intended receiver, on the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
I like this one's delayed blitz. An unexpected zone combination. The blitz did not work. Neither did the zone. Holy crap. Alright. That's what I get for trying something I don't normally try. Yeah. Alright. That's unfair. I've given up plenty of third down conversions against defenses I call all the time.
Let's go. No more, fellas. Here I go. Stay soft, man.
Dude, guys, you're... Get off that dude. Fucking ridiculous. Yes, I will take the holding.
Holding on the offense. Number 62.
First and long.
Let us not eat butter, but enjoy consuming chicken.
What's the run? Hey, let's go one deep.
Oh, he's back. Okay. Rasby.
You gotta believe it. That's RJ. All on us, y'all.
We did that.
Number 53 makes the sack. Loss of 2.
I don't quite recall this being a middle linebacker blitz. What did I call? Cornell? He's immediately rushing, so... Oh, it was a weak side blitz. No, I thought I called cover 1. Look how much faster 98 gets off the ball than 96. 96 is still sitting there. That's the kind of shit that gets guys cut. Not that I'm going to rush out and cut 96, but you can tell how he's less talented. Every other defender is already reacting to the ball in play, and he still hasn't even gotten out of his stance. I call him adequate, and he is. He's adequate there, but ultimately I'll want a playmaker there.
Second and long. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Keep it up. Hey.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Makes the catch. The play result.
That guy.
First down.
I gotta remember that guy. That guy's the threat.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Silver.
I'm gonna try a coverage audible just because I don't use them very often. Trio Sky Zone. Redmond. You, McFarland, I need you over here.
Williams on the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
Come on. Let's turn it up, D.
Timeout called.
I gotta change my defense.
Williams with the reception.
Whatever was happening, not good for me.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Stay at home.
I can't believe they have such an obvious exploit on their slow as hell cornerback, and I haven't scored more than 7 points.
Williams, the ball carrier. Gain of 4.
That's a case of their safety being able to protect him, I think. Because I have targeted him.
You can't stop me. What's quarterback scramble?
Good offensive line. Damn.
Miller on the reception. The result of the play is a first down. First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Rush 6. Defend with 5. 11 men on the field. They have their assignments. Man assignment for 5 guys. Rush with 6 guys. Pretty good choice, actually. Considering the play they call the toss. Poor choice on their part, actually. I don't think they've accounted quite for the pinch formation that I'm doing. Because they wouldn't have their tight end if they were. I took control of 46 right there to pull him forward to deflect that. That was very dramatic for me. I pulled that safety up. 43, I'm not sure who that was.
Everything you got. Bring it. You gotta believe it. It's RJ.
Man, I am not getting ground against their offensive lineman. I did that. Oh my god. I love it. Let me defeat you. I love it. Alright. I think Lewis is the fastest man on the field, but he's not. Just hike the ball. Come on. Shit. Ah! Son of a bitch. I should have hit 7. Oh my god, I'm just like starting this year off just like every year I'm like, I'm not going to throw these interceptions. But here I am like getting chased out of the pocket. I'm like, number 1's going to be open. I'm sure of it. I can't even tell. I can't see that he's open. I just have confidence he's going to be open. And then I throw a pick like that. I should have hit 7. You know, I have a hand control. It's a Logitech dual stick controller, but the buttons all have numbers. So the 7 button is my trigger button on my left hand. And that button would throw it away harmlessly, but I didn't use it. So I done fucked up. It's my fault. Oh shit. I done fucked up. I mean, I shut down their goal. I mean, basically, that interception was for nothing, and I let down my defense by throwing that interception. So I need to play a little more heady, which in that case would have involved, like, I don't know, running the ball, even though it's 2-minute warning. And here I am now down.
Carolina is lined up for the kickoff.
Billy
Number
Redmond,
16, back deep to
my
return.
arch nemesis now. You're a marked man.
On the kickoff.
Not really. He's a good guy.
The Falcons will
I
start
mean,
the drive
as in,
at the 20-yard
I gotta make
line.
sure I tackle him.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Deuce it, deuce it. We like to practice wolves. It's showtime, baby.
Gray, 28.
Through, baby.
Well,
Silver,
It's on.
28. Texas, 28. Hey. No.
I just thought I was gonna stand there and
9-yard loss.
throw the ball. Just hurl it
Ball on
down the
11-yard
field.
line.
But no, I got lit up by the pass rush.
Gray, 53.
No more, fellas.
I want to punish that guy for being slow to respond.
Let's go now.
Hey.
Go, go.
Come on!
The
Ah,
complete.
catch the ball, you
The intended
catch the
receiver
ball.
on the play. 3rd and long.
catch the ball.
Ball on the
Do you want to
11-yard
have fans? Catch the ball. If people want to like you.
Gray, 35.
Watch each other back.
Boop, boop, boop,
Cleo!
boop.
Cleo!
That guy's fast, isn't he?
Here we go, D.
Timeout called by the defense. Number 16.
They're calling a
Interception.
timeout.
And a 19 on the play.
Hey!
Can I call a timeout right after they call a timeout?
Here we go, D. Get it, son.
I forget the rule.
Get it, get it.
Texas, Silver,
From
28.
the start, from the start.
Yeah? You're gonna start?
Here I come.
Texas,
Alright, is that guy a star? No. I'm worried about the mic. And then I got it.
First
Timeout.
down, Falcons.
One
The
timeout
offense
left.
calls a timeout.
I did.
1st and 10.
You got that right.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Cowboy, 35. Texas, 35. Cowboy, 72.
Hey, let's go,
Texas,
1G.
28.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
So Figures has the best speed mismatch, I think.
One more, fellas. Rush in. Help the spring.
Oh, man. I do think he had a chance. Like, these were higher. Strong slot, 86 in the slot. Oh, let's try that. Hopefully they do another linebacker on the wide receiver thing. Jones, yes.
Long ball.
He's matched up on a star linebacker, right?
They ain't got nothing.
And there's just a lot of guys for Jones to run through.
53. Cowboy 53. Cowboy 53.
Let's go.
Hey.
Over there.
One timeout.
Called by the offense. Number 16 makes the catch. The play results in a
All right.
first down.
I'm sorry, I just had to stand up with my hands above my head for half a second there.
First and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Clear. Clear. Back it up, baby. Keep moving.
Cowboy 35.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. They soft, man. Turn it up now.
Let the bodies hit. Okay, are they actually in man?
Bring it up.
Right? Isn't that a question? I think they are.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I love my Tampa Bay look-alike uniforms. Replete with the white shoulder, whatever. What the hell, NFC South? You guys got to get better, more fascinating color combinations. Like the Falcons could be gold. I mean, seriously, there are golden Falcons in Georgia, and they come to Texas too. Timeout? Can I call timeout? No. Damn. I want to do kind of a weird kickoff. So anything I can do to make it as uncomfortable for them. But hopefully it doesn't fuck up my coverage.
The Panthers will start the drive at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
I don't know what the right... Should I play press? I should just have Misha out here. I should just have my safety in case anything weird happens. Alright. Turnovers, where are they? 5 for 12? I gotta run more. 2 interceptions? I definitely have to run more. We're lucky it's tied. Kickoff right.
Atlanta is lined up for the kickoff. Summers back to return. Kickoff returned 18 yards. Summers on the return.
Phillips blitz, which is a rush 6 man coverage with 5. But I don't think someone's going to expect me to rush 6 because I don't normally rush 6. So I'm hoping the computers are even a little surprised. A-gap blitzes is what it is. A-gaps are the gaps between the centers and the guards. Easily, they run it. They gain 3 yards, whatever. This is the most important play in the game. Wham. Okay, wham lurk. The lurk is Price, Misha. Will sneak here a little bit lower and maybe snag an interception. But honestly, I think this is a run.
Here we go, baby.
No? Why would you... Okay, look at this. The safety.
Swan with the reception.
The safeties converge on the same space. See? Right there? Is that helpful? 2 guys 5 yards apart in depth. This guy should have been going over here. Yeah. So they're not as helpful as they could have been. And allow that completion.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Here I go. Let's turn it
G.I.
up.
Jones?
What?
I can never... If you are a careful listener, you will learn things from the pre-snap conversations. And I've learned things from reading comments on footballidiot.com. But I'm not too good about knowing exactly what is coming from that.
Second and long. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Back in the gun. Here we go. So we gonna take it. They soft, man. Bring it. Watch your eyes. We like to tackle wolves.
Hell yeah, Maddox.
Maddox on the interception.
I mean, just 1 second. Who is Maddox? This is Atlanta, Georgia, and he's not named Greg. He's not Greg Maddox. That's for sure. Who is he? What was on my defense? I have 3 down linemen. I have 2 linebackers, 2 safeties, and a bunch of cornerbacks. Alright, so who's Maddox? Brown. Oh, Maddox is my free agent. He was the guy who signed free agency. He had an overall of 85, but I think it's up to 87 now. And I'm very happy I have. I mean, I don't have 3 cornerbacks with 90s overall, but I have 1, my first cornerback with a 90 overall. And I have 2 guys that I think are going to get there pretty quickly, including Maddox now. He was my big free agency signing. Oh, that linebacker had no trouble defeating 63 in order to make that tackle. All right, so they lined up with a personnel grouping that's heavily slanted to defend the run. So number 6 is the guy I think should get open for easiest. So if you run this route for number 4, the key is watching the safety and seeing when the safety cuts to one side and then cuts to the other. No, number 5 isn't even covered. So it's easier. Always go for the easiest thing you can do in football to win. Easiest thing that can get you positive, you know, whatever. Everybody knows that sort of strategy. Get the first down,
Thomas with the reception,
and it's over. I feel like that guy's getting tired. Let's just give him a break for a minute.
1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
But my defense, overall, it's just different. I mean, so different from, especially when I went 1-15 when I took over the Falcons. But even versus last year, I see pursuit, I see tackles that are finished, I see quick decision making. Things that are all better than they were last year.
Mackey on the run. Gain of 4 on
I do love these shots of the audience. I like doing like a Where's Waldo. There's a big guy with a beard. He's got a big, huge beard. That's fun. Lots of smiling, pretty models. That's pretty much what the Dallas Cowboys field is like when you go there. No, I play Quidditch. I play Quidditch.
Cowboy, 72.
Watch the ball.
first down.
They always say play football. I just don't know what that means. I mean, we're playing football. We're playing football and you're even tied in this game?
Cowboy, 53.
Hey, lick the boot, lick the swap.
Lick the boot?
Yeah, you see me.
I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Oh, man. So that was the defensive tackle that did that, which bodes poorly. Let me look at that replay. The defensive tackle would have had to beat my center with no problem to have done that. And he beats my center with no problem, and then he tackled that guy. So my center is that dude that has a supreme strength, but he's not that great in a lot of other ways. But supreme strength matters a lot. Don't underestimate it. Didn't work that time. My best bet is actually to go shotgun, halfback slot, something like a mid-cross.
Second and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch that screen. Yeah,
Look at how no one's on figures. But that probably means there's a zone thing about to happen. So Thomas is actually because he's shallow and other guys are threatening the end zone, Thomas is more likely to be open for an easy, blitz. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So you gotta also know if they line up in a way that geographically doesn't make sense, it could be that one of them is a blitzer and they are going to shift players from another portion of the field to cover the space vacated by the blitzers. So, I mean, that's a fire zone blitz idea. That's the idea behind the fire zone blitz. You know, the Steelers ran it for forever during the 2000s and 2010s, and then the Packers, and they won the Super Bowl, they run a fire zone blitz scheme. That's basically a 3-4. And then you blitz any random player, and then the other players have zones that adapt to the fact that that player rushed the passer. And so your zone scheme adapts to like your blitzer missing. All right, so they're going to blitz this cornerback, and they're probably going to have something like this safety is going to rush over to try to cover the space vacated, but I think he's too slow. Yeah. No one rushed over to vacate, is what happened. And no one even blitzed. There was no blitz at all. Well, I know there is. The guy on 26 is a blitzer. Pretty good blitz, man. Honestly, my offensive line, look at that guard. Failed to do his job. He's looking at the mic. 75 and 63 are both just staring at the same linebacker in the middle of the field in the hash mark here. Look up 75 and 63. Boom, when your eyes lock, it's pure romance. Maybe it's a love triangle in this chance. All right, so then this guy covering 26, he slides over like I thought he was in a zone, but then he actually breaks. 75 is far too slow to respond. And once again, my quarterback's jumping in the air to catch the snap. Thankfully, I still get rid of the ball. And it's on that easy out route. And because of the blitz and they were getting their coverage over there late, pretty easy touchdown ultimately.
Atlanta is lined up for the kick.
-1 rushing yards, and yet the player of the drive. Very nice. Very nice. We'll see how long. Oh, crap. Crud. Get off that. Oh, shit. Chuck Norris, save me. Very,
Holding on the receiving team. Number 50.
Gotta accept, right? It took me a second to read the options and be like, okay, 1st and 10 on my own 27, 1st and 10 on OPP 26, which I infer is opponent. But it took me a second to interpret that correctly. And you want to make sure you read those closely because I have messed them up before. My decision tree, the decision tree on penalties is not always obvious for the computer. They have definitely put me in some funky situations, including a 1st and 7. I got a 1st and 7 off. Okay, I was in 1st and 10, and I was about at the 30-yard line. And I ended up somehow, because of an offensive penalty, in 1st and 7. Offensive holding. My guy, it was 3rd and 13. That's right, it was a 3rd and 13 guy. Shut up. It was 3rd and 13. I had my guy, no, it was like 3rd and 20. No, it's 3rd and 13. But My quarterback threw the ball. My wide receiver caught the ball, and then he crossed the first down marker, and then he gained like 9 more yards. But at the first down marker, or maybe 1 yard past the first down marker, an offensive lineman had wandered upfield and I think got involved in a holding call at that place. And then, so they called holding after the first down from the spot of the foul. And I don't understand how. I don't think it's actually possible through all the legalese of how it's supposed to work. My team had a 1st and 7. That was it. It was a 1st and 7 after an offensive penalty. I think the computer failed to reposition where the first down marker was supposed to be after the penalty call. They got the computer in a funky situation basically through that penalty after the play had already been developing.
There we go, dude. Let's run, man.
Williams on the run. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8. Ball on the 29-yard line.
You see that football there at the yard line? That's sort of a known glitch that happens now and then. Oh, Haynes. No one's going to wear your underwear anymore after that play.
Let's go. Rambo. They ain't got nothing. Hey, watch the screen. Let's go, boys.
Rasby. Oh, you totally got stood up. I don't think anyone expects a drop zone. It's not an optimal drop zone situation, and that means it's not an optimal passing. Oh, I got blowed up. Oh my God. That's why I have speed on defense. First guy fails, maybe slows him down just enough for the next 3 or 4 guys to start hitting him. Alright, Trio Whitman. The last time I called it, I was surprised by the behavior of the right linebacker, who actually cut inside rather than... Okay, now we're going to run it from the opposite side because of their tight end.
They don't get nothing. Check it. There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Ah, crap. Who is assigned to that? Trio Whitman has mostly man coverage. So there was an actual player assigned to cover that. Is it Abbott? I hope it's not Abbott. It's a linebacker. Zach Miller. Zach Miller, yeah. In his career, legitimately a big play. Sapp is my best defender. I mean, I think he's my best defender. Maybe there's some other players, the way they play might evaluate it differently, but he's my go-to. Yeah, that's too bad. Zach Miller in real life. Big play tight end.
Touchdown Panthers.
I remember multiple 50-yard receptions that he had. Let's actually do a punt block just to change it up. I've had some success getting punt blocks from the left side without me trying to do it myself.
The extra point attempt is good.
All right, return right.
Carolina is lined up for the kickoff.
It's always the big plays.
Back deep to return.
I can, not always, but yeah, whatever. Pretty good return. 41 yards, he said. All right, so I want to do goal line, and this is so my...
The Falcons will start the drive.
I think that was my starting wide receiver that returned that, and he looked tired. So I wanted to run a play where he doesn't get on the field.
Silver, 53. Stay at home. We're talking about bringing.
Going to do a cutback.
Here we go, baby.
Hopefully they cut to the linebackers bite on it. They didn't bite on it. I cut up field instead.
Thomas with the carry. 5-yard gain on the play. Second and 5. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Not today.
Clinton is my new backup.
Let's go now.
No, he's my new draft pick at tight end, right? Clinton. So it's man coverage. You can't move the cornerback and have him respond that way without it being man coverage. Oh my God, running back, catch that ball. We have standards on this team, and those standards include fingers. Use of your fingers. Which is honestly very rude of me to say. I'm sorry about that. But I do expect my guy to catch the ball. I think that ball should have been a catch. They got a weird funky zone thing going on here. They're probably going to blitz me too. Alright, they didn't cover him enough.
Thomas on the reception. The result of the play is a first down. First and 10.
Smash fork? I don't think I intended to call that. I meant to call it. Sometimes, you know, the buttons choose you. Now, the Panthers so far have called a lot of man coverages here on like. Yeah, I call a lot of out routes. I don't know if you noticed, but I call a lot of out routes. Let's see how that guy responds. So that's definitely man. You, come over here. Oh, crud. I'm going to run out of time. Thank you. I love my running backs. When I'm the Cowboys or whether I'm the Falcons, it's all about my running back or my slot receiver. I wonder if my guys 86 or 80 on the outside, if they get jelly. I'm jelly, man. I'm a jelly man. I eat raspberry pudding. I'm full of jelly. I'm a jelly man. The jelly man knows. Alright, this is the end of the game. I need to win. So I'm not going to actually call it play action pass. But I like this route by Jones. Over here, Jones has a good route. But I want to call it from the other side. And I want London to run it from over there. And I want Woodson to cancel. Alright, maybe he'll get open, or I'll throw it away. Well, that was a legitimate throw. No one was going to get that ball except for my receiver, or it was going to be incomplete. He was open. I don't regret that play at all. I think that was actually a well done play. I mean, it's suboptimal that I didn't complete, but for how the defense formed up, I made the right decision. I maybe could have kept my quarterback from running. There's someone not there on the left side that should be there.
Silver, 72. Silver, 53.
Lewis on the reception.
All right, I'm going to let time slip through my fingers. I'm going to run a normal because I have pretty good pass catchers at every spot. So when you run the normal, you have a fullback and a tight end and a running back in your 5 wide receiver formation.
The defense calls a timeout.
All right, pulled it out of you, didn't I?
3rd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
Would I call this 4-down territory? It's arguably.
Set. Second for Cowboy, 35. Silver, 53. Gray, Silver, 35.
That's interesting. So Williams is matched up one-on-one with that guy. I have a huge mismatch advantage on the right-hand side. I have to try. Oh, gosh.
Timeout called by the defense. Thomas, the ball. Loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, you know I'm going for it. Come on, fans. I make all my decisions based on fan chance. That's why they call me fantasy.
timeout.
Here we go, baby. Come on, we know what's coming. Screen down.
Gray,
Danny.
53. Gray, 53. Texas, 72.
I can do it, baby.
Gray,
Hey, let's
53.
go one deep. Hey, let's go.
I was hoping to get them to shift their defensive line.
Here we go. Get it up.
Texas, 28.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. This is it, man. This is it, baby.
Hell yeah. Quality run. With the arm extended. Just powering and falling in the right direction. That's actually high skill sort of running back skills. And it counts when there's a minute and 25 seconds. I mean, running back skills count double when you're under 2 minutes, I'm sure. But not in real life. I mean, your skills don't actually count double. But that was a clutch play by my running back. He, with his stiff arm, really made it for me. Ah, you see that 22 on the play clock? That was an omen. A positive omen of Emmitt Smith.
Atlanta is lined up for the kickoff. Summers back deep to return.
Good job.
Kickoff returned 20 yards. Summers on the return.
Some say he's still returning the ball to this very day.
The Panthers will start the drive at the 21.
No time
First and 10.
to fuck around.
I'm coming through, baby. Get him. We turning it up. Watch in. Knock him out.
Green, 74.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. You can't stop me. So we gonna take it. Wham. Tap him.
Oh my god, Sapp was there.
Miller
I had put Sapp in the right spot to intercept that ball, and then I messed it up.
Miller with the reception. First down.
My guys don't look too tired yet. I think an extra linebacker might behoove me.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god. Tackle that son of a bitch.
Miller makes the catch. The play results in a first down.
Here we go, baby. Let's go. Come on. There we go, D.
Complicated play. They're gonna snap the ball. Yeah, spike the ball is what I meant. But don't be duped by one of their fakes. They're all liars. Man coverage.
Ball on the 16-yard
Alright, I kept saying my
line.
defense feels different. Man coverage in a play like this at a critical juncture will reveal the truth. Hey,
Incomplete pass.
that's the truth.
Williams, the intended receiver, on the play.
Alright. This one's kind of a gamble. I'm expecting the running back to try to pass block.
Watch the snap down. Come on. You gotta believe it. It's our day. Knock him out.
Oh, come on! Seriously?
Red,
You're
16.
still making
Let's
catches?
go. We're talking about bringing. Hey.
I called the timeout once I got ready.
The defense calls a timeout.
I want to change my scheme. I want blah.
First
Cover
and
2
goal.
sync
Ball on the
with
40-yard
jam.
line.
2 deep. All right, here we go.
Everybody cover your guys.
Let's do our
Sap,
thing. Let's do our thing.
you get to freelance.
Nothing. Play football.
Wow.
Summers, the intended receiver.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. Obviously, that was a very easy completion for them. Where's my middle linebacker blitz? There it is.
Second and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. All right, let's
These
go.
guys,
Let's go, dude.
these guys suck. Fuck you guys. Not enjoying this. Oh my gosh.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Man, my team needs a win. I need a win. Nick hungers for victory. Come on!
The extra point attempt is good.
I had that dude. I'll accept.
Holding on the offense.
All right.
69.
Maybe because of my attempted block. This time, let's surprise him with a punt block scheme. And Maddox? Does he have that speed? Jones does. Jones! Oh, shit. Oh, that guy on the outside still had a chance, but he missed. Son of a bitch. They're going to squib.
Carolina
They might
is
kick
lined
it
up for
out of
kickoff.
bounds. 20 seconds,
16, back
field
deep
goal,
to
I
return.
win. If you can not kick it, if you can do that, I would prefer it. And what I want to do here is deceive them with a play action pass. I'm going to pretend to run the ball and
20 yards.
end the game with a run, but I'm going to throw it to a guy that has a speed mismatch, who happens to be figures, and he happens to be right there. Oh my god, he got lit up. Oh my god, I'm going to lose this game because of that interception.
Gamble makes the interception.
Dude, I lost the game like that. Oh man, I'm really disappointed.
First and 10.
My quarterback got hit
29-yard line.
right as I threw the ball, and then it became that interception. I've got to find ways to win games.
Williams on the run. 5 yards.
I'm not going to
gain
do anything.
on the play.
They could fuck it up and not do the right thing. 2-1. Oh, they called a timeout. I was hoping they would fuck it up, and they didn't. Alright. What a bummer, man. I thought I had a pretty good chance with their pass rush, and I threw that interception.
From 40 yards.
I never know how to block those because of the camera angle. Yeah, I know. They're going to win.
The kick
Yeah, I
is
know.
good. That's the end of
I know, Madden. You make it impossible for me to block those kicks at the end of the fucking game because of your fucking camera angle change. And here we go. I'm 0-1. Okay, I'm pretty disappointed in that. Lost in the playoffs last year. I had like a losing streak where I lost 5 out of 6 games to end the year last year. We start off by losing like that with quarterback getting hit, and there's less than 2 minutes left, and we can guide the team to a field goal to win. God, it's like the plot of Moby Dick, where more than anything, I want to get revenge on nature, or just the state of affairs. I want to get revenge on facts. I am angry at gravity. I will seek my divinity for the sole purpose of undoing the crime that is the gravity. Gravity should not exist. My hate is so great it powers me to the stars so that I can seek their utter annihilation and the heat death of the universe. Because gravity offends me. Well, that's what it feels like when you try to seek revenge on the video game. I mean, it doesn't give a fuck. You could actually destroy gravity. I mean, maybe you do something that causes like every proton in the universe to decay to its constituent quarks simultaneously, which would be a huge clusterfuck for all of us. So that's actually something that maybe could be done potentially, but it doesn't care. It's not like you heard it. When you're angry at your soda pop and you throw your soda can in the trash, does your soda can cry? I wish it did. I wish my soda can cried. I wish my soda can cried. It cried every day. It sat in that garbage. Every soda can I'd ever drank for all my life. It includes quite a bit in my childhood. And every beer I ever drank had an empty aluminum can. They go to the dump instead of the cycling, and they cry because they're people now. Oh my god, okay, I'm so fucking jaded. What the hell happened there? So what's gonna happen is I'm not gonna read my email. Just like real life, I'm kind of sad. So I'm like, I'm not gonna read my work email today, guys. I ain't doing any of that. And so what I'm gonna do instead is just play my next game. And I'm gonna try to get back to 500. Unfortunately, the Giants are pretty good, if I recall. They won the NFC East last year. Look at that, -1. That's the only reason we are 0-1. Is that -1. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Let's all go to the moon. Okay, so maybe while we're on hold, I should put up some fan art. I don't have any fan art. It would be pretty dope if I did. But in the meantime, I have like people who have made art that has my name on it. That was kind of cool. Maybe we can look at some like different solo shots from video games that I like. I do like this one. This one was from why am I blanking on the name? It's right here. Solasta, which I really enjoyed. Solasta, Baldur's Gate 3. I think we live in a golden age of role-playing video games. This was from the original creation of Sonic when they were first scoping out his concept. A blue hedgehog. Yes. My team in Solasta was called Sisterhood is Powerful, named after a collection of essays about women's liberation. This is from Baldur's Gate 3. Pretty damn good. There's a lot about these video games that I like. They're so damn good. This one, I mean, just look at that art. It's beautiful. When I look at that scene, what goes through my head is a song from Hawkwind called The Warrior at the Edge of the Universe. So I'll be right back. I'll play some Bolt Thrower. I'm going to be right back. Alright. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Especially an ad An ad within an ad. All of YouTube is an ad. Normally, I actually I have software that blocks ads. I got mercenary tattooed on my arm, except for I never did. But when I worked at Archer Malmo, which I actually had a lot of great times there, great advertising agency, but one of our clients was not ethically in line. But honestly, okay, Archer Malmo, I love working there. I love the advertising agency, and I love advertising. It's really so much more exciting than most stuff I do in a day-to-day basis. And again, I think I've mentioned the high quality of art and the high quality of copywriting, and the vast difference when you don't have that high quality of art and copywriting. And if you don't know the difference between copywriting and just writing in general, it's so bad when people that don't respect copywriting set out to do it. It's so easy to humiliate them. It's the epitome of hubris. I think humiliating someone's copywriting is even easier than humiliating their design skills. They're like, well, I'm not an artist. I don't expect my art to be great. Make it great for me. But when their copywriting is bad, it tells you that their thoughts are unclear and cluttered. And boy, do they crumble when you confront them with this. It's an actual criticism of copywriting than of art direction. Nonetheless, they both are very important. I do think in advertising, I definitely learned at Archer Malmo that I do think a great campaign starts with copywriters. And that Archer Malmo, or Malmo, the guy that was still alive between that partnership at the point that I worked there, he was quite clear that for every copywriter, you could probably have 2 art designers. This is all about basing advertising based on the copywriters. And if you're not in that industry that's related to marketing and you don't have that relationship with copywriters, it's so painful to watch people try and fail at that. Marketing really does center around great copywriters or great copywriting teams, in my view and my experience. And it's a great point